Hey lovelies, welcome back to my channel. It's been a couple of weeks. I just needed a break. I needed to take a break, a mental cleansing break, and when we feel like we need to do it, then we should. It is important to take care of yourself, not only physically, but mentally. So I touched on the importance of taking care of your mind and your body and your soul as well. We're told breakfast is the most important meal of the day, so today I am going to share with you one of my favorites. I used to eat like crazy. I mean, I would eat anything and everything. There really wasn't much that I didn't like. I'm still pretty much like that today, but I have kind of pulled it back a little bit. My diet has changed as far as the food that I put into my body, as well as the food that I really want to eat, or the food that stimulates my appetite. I have always enjoyed eating fresh foods, but when I was younger, I definitely ate the fast foods and the pizzas, and I always had a really big appetite. I also had a really fast metabolism, so that is definitely a blessing. Now that I am older, I want to make sure that I'm not putting those greasy and processed foods into my body. I definitely don't want it to show or age me prematurely, as we know that those bad fats can. So I do my best to eliminate those from my diet. I wholeheartedly believe the saying, you are what you eat. I honestly haven't had anything like a McDonald's or a Wendy's in years. I do sometimes go to Taco Bell, and I do need my Popeyes sometimes, but it is pretty infrequently. I definitely notice that when I eat a fast food like a McDonald's, it just does not agree with me. So that might be because I just don't eat it very often, or it's probably just because it's not actually food. So I like to stay away from that as much as possible. It would have to be a major food emergency for me to eat McDonald's. Eating healthy kind of used to feel like a chore, or it used to feel like a punishment, like you were on a diet, but now it's something that I actually enjoy. It feels good to know that I'm putting something good into my body. I do allow myself to enjoy the foods that I like, however. I don't deprive myself. So on occasion, I will have a sweet treat. I still like my cannolis, I like cakes and cookies. I really do love sweets, so I do allow myself those things. So it's important that you find balance in your diet, just as you should pretty much in anything. Everything in moderation, right? So if I know that I'm going to have a dinner that maybe is not so great, you know, I want to have pizza for the evening, or I want to have a burger, then I'm not usually going to go ahead and have dessert as well. But if I had a healthy meal, if I had a nice salad or like a grilled chicken breast sandwich or something like that, then maybe I will indulge a little bit on the dessert end. I've always been a grazer. I love tasting food from the pot. Always tastes better. Everybody knows that about me, and I'm pretty sure I got that from my dad. I will get small plates of food because, one, I honestly do not like to waste. Again, that may come from the fact that my grandparents were immigrants, and wasting was just not something that we did. My dad does not waste food. That's just something that I learned. So I will get a small plate of food, a small portion, what I feel like I will finish. And once I finish that plate off, then if I want seconds, I'll get seconds. If I want thirds, I'll get thirds. And if you know me, then usually I am getting thirds or fourths or fifths. So really in the end, I don't know exactly how much I'm eating because I'm not getting one full plate and then, finishing that plate, I'm kind of grazing and I go back for a little bit more here and there. So that might make it appear like I'm eating a whole lot more than I actually am. I don't know. I'm sure a lot of you are like that as well. That's just what works for me. Also, I'm a very slow eater. At restaurants, when we go out to eat, I'm always the last one at the table. I have to chew my food until it is pulverized. And I don't know if this is something that helps to speed up my metabolism because my digestive system doesn't have to work as hard to break down food because I chew it so much. They say you're supposed to chew your food 20 to 30 times anyways. I like to enjoy the taste of my food. I do not drink while I eat. That's something that other people find really weird about me. They'll be like, oh, do you want something to drink? And I'm like, no, I'm fine. I don't drink until I'm done with my meal. And they're kind of like, what? Like, don't you need to wash your food down? No. I guess I don't need to constantly drink while I'm eating because I do have enough saliva to wash the food down, so I don't need to drink. The dentist always said, oh, you have a lot of saliva, but that's good. You know, it's a healthy environment in my mouth. So my mom always told me to take good care of my teeth. So thanks, Mom, for my healthy mouth environment. Also, I feel like if I drink something cold while I'm eating something hot, that it changes the temperature in your mouth. So eating hot food and then drinking something cold, I don't like that. I feel like it changes the taste of the food and it just ruins my whole eating experience, which is something that I say often at home. I'll be like, you're ruining my eating experience. Acai has been pretty trendy over the last few years, and I love to put it into a bowl. You can get frozen acai, strawberries, and blueberries pretty much anywhere. I found it at Kroger. Almond milk and apple juice, or I prefer apple cider. So we put that all together and blend it. The acai comes in individual packets, which is usually good for 2 servings. And then you can get whole strawberries. Sometimes I like to get the sliced ones because they just blend better. And then just like a handful of blueberries is good for this. Then I usually put in about maybe a 1/4 cup of almond milk and about a 1/4 cup of apple juice or apple cider. Then we're going to blend that all together until it's relatively smooth. That's usually about, 20 seconds or so. It looks really pretty when you pour it out. Nice deep purple color. So again, I said this was good for 2 servings. Now comes the fun part where you get to choose all of your toppings. I personally love to put coconut flakes. They're nice and sweet and adds a little bit of texture. Sliced bananas, granola, and fresh blueberries. I love the pepitas, which are basically raw pumpkin seeds, but it's just fun to say pepitas. I prefer the agave nectar, but sometimes I'll use honey as well. So you can be creative and put your toppings on any way you'd like. Here's a couple different styles that I was feeling that morning. I like the coconut, so I put coconut on mine, but the dish on the left was for my daughter. She doesn't like the coconut, and she prefers honey to the agave nectar. So there you have it, a healthy breakfast bowl with lots of different flavors and toppings and textures that's going to be good for you and keep you fueled throughout the day. Thank you so much for watching today. I hope that you enjoyed the video and that you will give an acai bowl a try. Remember that eating healthy doesn't mean that it can't taste good. So don't deprive yourself of the flavors that you enjoy. Remember to like and subscribe, and as always, stay lovely.